You go through the whole day tired. You wake up early. You move around. You talk to people. You check your phone. You handle stress. By night, your body is exhausted. So you lie down and tell yourself, finally, I can rest. But the moment everywhere becomes quiet, your mind becomes louder. You start thinking about things you didn't think about all day. Your future, money, that conversation from earlier, something embarrassing from years ago. And you wonder, why does my brain only start thinking when I'm trying to sleep? There's actually a psychological reason for this. Daytime distraction. During the day, your brain is constantly distracted. There's movement everywhere, noise everywhere, people talking, phones buzzing, things to do. All these things keep your mind busy, so your deeper thoughts stay quiet. Not because they disappear, but because they're pushed to the background. Your brain focuses on surviving the day, responding, reacting, moving forward. But at night, everything slows down. No noise, no tasks, no distractions. And when there's no distraction, the mind finally has space. Why night feels heavy? Most people think night creates overthinking. But night doesn't create thoughts. Night reveals them. During the day, you postpone thinking. You ignore certain emotions. You delay certain worries. You push things aside to function. But when everything becomes quiet, your brain starts reopening those files. Not to stress you, but to process them. Psychology calls this unfinished emotional loops. Things your mind hasn't fully processed yet. So when silence comes, your brain starts working on them. That's why thoughts feel louder at night, not because they suddenly appeared, but because you finally have time to hear them. The brain's protection mode. Your brain is not trying to frustrate you, it's trying to protect you. Thousands of years ago, humans survived by thinking ahead, scanning for danger, preparing for uncertainty, staying alert. So the brain evolved to stay active, especially in quiet moments. Silence meant vulnerability, so the brain learned to stay awake, to think, to scan, to prepare. Today, there are no predators in your room, but your brain still carries that ancient programming. So instead of scanning for physical danger, it scans for emotional danger, social mistakes, future worries, uncertainty. That's why your mind feels active at night. It's still trying to protect you. Why we scroll instead of sleep. Now think about this. How many times have you said, "I'll sleep early today"? You lie down. Then you pick up your phone. Just for a minute. Next thing you know, it's late. You're still scrolling. It's not random. Your brain knows that once you drop your phone, your thoughts will get louder. So it keeps you scrolling to avoid silence. Scrolling becomes a distraction. Silence becomes reflection. And sometimes, your mind would rather be distracted than face everything it has been holding in. So you keep scrolling. Not because you don't want rest, but because your mind is still full. Replaying everything. At night, the brain starts replaying things. Things you said, things you did, things you wish you handled differently. You replay conversations. You analyze reactions. You imagine different outcomes. This happens because the brain is wired to protect your social image. Long ago, being rejected from your group meant danger, so your brain became sensitive to social mistakes. That's why one awkward moment can stay in your head for hours. Not because it still matters, but because your brain thinks it might. You're not broken. Many people think something is wrong with them. They say, "Why do I overthink so much? Why can't my mind just be quiet? Why do I feel like this at night?" But nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is doing what it was designed to do. It thinks, it scans, it processes. The problem isn't your mind. The problem is that modern life is noisy all day and quiet at night. So all your thoughts pile up until the moment you try to rest. If your mind feels loud at night, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means your brain finally has space. Space to process, space to think, space to understand. Once you realize that, you stop fighting your thoughts. You start observing them, and slowly, your mind begins to feel less overwhelming. Not because life is easier, but because you finally understand how your brain works. If your mind never seems to rest, you're not alone. Welcome to MindVault. Subscribe for daily relatable psychology videos.